I thought it would be an interesting video to show you one of my workflows, how I integrate AI to make my research more efficient, to make my analysis more efficient, and to actually do more analysis in less time. Before some of you say, oh, well, this is cheating. Traditionally, before AI came out, I would just scan articles, I would read reports. But AI has done something incredible, and I think it deserves more attention. That it's not about using AI to replace your work or to do your work for you, but it's about using AI to essentially assist and do a lot of the grunt work, a lot of the back end stuff. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. What I've done is I've opened Perplexity. For those of you unfamiliar with Perplexity, so you can just go to new. This is what it will look like. I'm just using the basic one. You don't need more than this, honestly. I don't use more than this, and I get all of my information. It's more about for me. This is more about research tool, and less about creating agents to do everything for me. I find research is, Perplexity is incredible for this. But what's cool is these headlines. Iran says Hormuz control could double its oil revenues. Iranian Army Brigadier General Mohammed declared on Wednesday Tehran's strategic grip over the Strait of Hormuz could generate revenues exceeding twice the country's oil income. We're effectively able to aggregate multiple articles into one. Beforehand, you'd have to read 20 articles to kind of create 5, 10, 15, 20 articles to come up with a well-rounded opinion. Here, we're able to kind of effectively look at the consensus. This is great for building consensus. But I mean, I wouldn't rely based on these. These are syntheses of various articles. You don't know the credibility. The AI is just scraping and building out text, summarizing essentially what all the consensus is between all these different sources, and it will give kind of an overview. And it's a very brief article. It's great for this is great for scanning headlines. I can even go open new tab, open up, look. This goes to the Wall Street Journal. The problem with this alone, and it's in a vacuum, is you got to kind of go and pick and choose, research what you're interested in to see if it's reliable. You can just go back to Discover. You just scroll down, and there's all these different articles. And what I like about this too is, when I first started using this does actually learn what your preference is, what you usually look up. So it shows you relevant news. You can go to topics. So I can go to business, for example. Supply chain stress in the COVID era, as Iran disrupts global trade. When I want to go look at something like a commodity or an equity, this is where I go for to actually look at the equity. And what's really cool is this kind of like I describe this page to people as Google Finance and Yahoo Finance had a child on steroids. Effectively, I can look up crude LUSD. What's really cool about this is I have all the OHLC data. Um, and then I have the chart. I can play around with this. I can toggle, compare. I can take a picture, screenshot, and what this is where I think is cool. This is the part of this which I think is incredible. It goes day by day play, shows you of major swings, gives you analysis. Again, pulling from sources. Okay, if I was analyzing this right now I'm going to want to go and read the IEA report on this. The next thing I typically will go to is these are predictions. This is relatively newer, but we've all seen prediction markets like Polymarket, Kalshi. And so what they've done is they show you, it scrapes and finds all the predictions. But for those of you that use Yahoo Finance, Google Finance, you can effectively pull all the data, daily data, but you can say I want 1 day, I want 5 days, I want. So you can effectively download into a CSV or Excel, even choose the date range. It gives you that option. So that's kind of cool. Now, I don't want to. There's two. This is where it gets people might get confused. Why there's two search bars. This is where so think of this as kind of your global search. You're going to look for equity ticker or commodity or asset, whatever you're analyzing. But here's where it gets cool. I can ask it specific questions about the crude oil historical data. So I can say, what has been the impact to pricing in the past 5 days from aggregate pricing from the Trump G conference this week. And every question you ask it from on the bottom search bar, it'll follow up with respect to the asset you're looking at. So the conference appears to have been a modest short-term relief, affecting pricing rather than structural reset. And again, it's pulling from sources, and this is what I think is cool. A lot of people might be looking. The AI will know to stay within the context If I was doing research on a specific commodity, information I get might not necessarily might not always be relevant. You kind of have to read through everything, you figure out what's relevant, what's irrelevant, and decipher where to go from there. This lays it out for you very neatly, and it allows me to get that to then go again, scan some of the articles, but also get some of the articles and get an overview quickly. And and again, it gave me a starting point. This is more of an overview of my analysis framework. But if this is popular, maybe I'll do some more videos like this, more analysis like this. But stay tuned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode.